Get out of my face before I put a bullet in your head.
What? Hey, you're the captain of that ship. Is your registration paperwork in order? Who's asking? The Starport Master of Red Mile is who? Think that'd be obvious, given what I just asked you. Fine. Truth is, I don't really give a damn. I gotta ask, because it's my job, you know? And don't get me wrong, I used to care about running a tight operation. Had everything going nice and smooth. But when May started building this place up and hired those mercs, everything went straight to hell. I voiced my displeasure, and now I'm on the outs. May's security. Bunch of wannabe soldier assholes is more like it. Call themselves Ecliptic. They think there's some sort of elite paramilitary unit. I'll tell you what they really are. They're nothing but punks with guns that get off on pushing people around. I get the need for having some security out here. We're independent. That ain't lost on me. But these guys are the worst of the worst. More trouble than they're worth, you know? And not by a little. Yep, she took over a little while ago. Drove out all the regulars because they didn't fit in with her new vision for the place. Now, I'm not saying they were saints, but at least there was some respect for the people whose blood and sweat makes this place work, you know? You'll find her inside. Whatever you're here for, she's probably the one you want to talk to first. Sure has. May, she's got these big ideas about making this place some kind of must-see attraction for the whole settled systems. You'd think she'd care a little bit more about the quality of the damn starport. Anyway, I'm sure you're already sick of my bitching. If you need parts for that ship, or a top-up on the grab drive fuel, that's me. Yep. Bye.
What the hell are you looking at? You're trying to piss me off.
Ah, a new face. I wonder, is this the face of a brave runner here to challenge the Red Mile? Or simply one seeking a respite from the burdens of life? My name is May, and I'm the proprietor of this establishment, home of the famous Red Mile. I assume you're familiar. Well, of course you are. How could you miss hearing about the Settled System's most exciting sporting event? Why, even people from the most backwoods systems like Sol have heard of the Red Mile. I'm happy to answer any other questions you might have. In the meantime, please enjoy our world's famous hospitality. Well, it's quite simple, really. Once you register with me, we'll have a little pomp and circumstance before sending you on your way out the big red door. Then it's a race to the buzzer at the other end of the course. You'll deal with obstacles and deadly creatures alike, while people up here place bets on how far you'll get. Make it back alive, and you'll stand to win riches and the admiration of your fans. I'm sure you can figure out what happens if you fail. You're too precious! Yes, of course they bet on our runners' lives. We're outside of the colonies and Freestars for a reason. Betting is a huge part of the Red Mile's appeal. How better to make the most exciting sport in the universe more exciting? Repeat runners draw bigger bets. You should ask Donovan how much bets on him were worth before he was forced to retire. Of course. And if you're thinking of running, just let me know. I'll be glad to sign you up. A rather open-ended question, but I'll do my best. Red Mile was once a notorious haven for the criminal underworld. Thieves, shipjackers, mercenaries, and smugglers would come here to do business, get drunk, and gamble. I cleaned the place up when I took over. I made it, if not quite a family destination, at least a safer one. Red Mile still offers a unique, exciting experience, but our clientele has improved considerably, and we offer a wider range of services. I was fortunate to be born into a wealthy family. I used those resources to build an extensive network of contacts across the settled systems. Suffice it to say, I had to call in more than a few favors, but with patience and perseverance, I was able to realize my vision. And now, at last, Red Mile is truly a must-see destination for any who wish to experience it for themselves. Because I see the potential for Red Mile to become one of the most unique and popular travel destinations in the settled systems. Because I want to leave a legacy and be remembered for creating something as unique as it is lucrative. Or perhaps it's because, like so many runners who come here to test themselves, I really should challenge. I suppose there's no single reason. Let's just say that I feel it's my calling. A pleasure.
Howdy.
Hey, back off. Wait a minute. Judging by the wide-eyed and clueless look on your face, I'm guessing you're the new deputy.
That's why I hired you and your people. I trust—
My problem is that I don't want to be saddled with a rookie deputy. That is who you are, right? The Marshal's report didn't mention you had hearing problems. Are you, or are you not, the new deputy? We'll find out, won't we? Well, your timing couldn't be worse. I've spent weeks trying to crack this smuggling ring, and I'm about to take a very important meeting.
Look, both of you are here for the same reason. So why don't you drop the tough girl charade and learn to work as a team?
And I'm telling you, I don't have time to babysit rookies.
But if you're not satisfied with the organization, I'm sure I can find other members of your outfit eager to take—
Because I've trained new recruits before, and it's not an experience I want to repeat.
Myself, see how they'd feel about taking over Red Mile, relieving you of the burdens of management. I'm sure
At least you've got a little backbone. I don't have time to catch you up, so you're gonna have to follow my lead. I'm about to meet with a contact who might be able to give me vital information about the smuggling ring. If you play your cards right and don't do anything stupid, she might be able to help you find Marco. If you're ready, my contact is here and waiting.
I might just call your bluff.
She won't be staying long, so I don't have time to brief you. You'll find out everything you need to know when you meet with her. I'm at a critical point in my investigation, and frankly, your presence here is an unwelcome complication. Now let's just get this over with. Follow me.
It's not every day you meet someone known throughout the settled systems. What? Here I am.
Oh, I can't believe people who participate in blood sports can possibly be considered celebrities or heroes.
Yeah, well, things changed. Take a seat.
So you're working with Autumn, huh? Who are you?
Well, that is simply unacceptable. It can be brutes, no question about it. It's partially why I
A woman who's growing increasingly impatient, that's who.
The deputy here is interested in meeting Marco to talk about that mercenary company he's been funding. Since part of that money is coming from his smuggling operation, we're working together.
So you're investigating the first? Why?
I think they will. Capitulating to a bully only encourages them. If you want to get their attention and earn their respect, a show of strength.
Seems like a strange thing for a mercenary company to be doing.
I guess an introduction is in order. Like Marco, Jade here is the head of a small smuggling cartel. Difference is her crew stays out of Freestar Collective space, while Marco's group operates exclusively within it.
Except now he's looking to expand his operation, and he started moving in on my territory. If you think this gives you some kind of leverage, you're wrong. Sure, he might slow me down for a while, but a little competition won't break me. Because it might get a little awkward if my sister here had to arrest me. That's exactly what this meeting is about. Look, the bad news is, Marco's incredibly paranoid. He never stays in one place for long. The good news is, I know how to find him.
But you're not going to tell us yet because you want something.
I want the same thing you do. I want Marco out of the picture. But like I said, getting a meeting with him can be damn near impossible. One of the few people who can arrange such a meeting is right here at Red Mile.
May Divine. We've suspected for some time that Red Mile was a meeting place for smugglers. If she's in business with Marco, she won't give him up easily.
May's the key to this whole thing, but I don't know her. Maybe try to get on her good side? Yeah, well, so can she. I can tell you right now what she's gonna want, because it's the same thing she always wants. She wants runners. It's how she makes most of her money. Of course, people that hard-blooded aren't easy to find.
Yeah, well, I'm not going out on the mile. That's a death sentence. There has to be another way.
You've been a ranger long enough that too many people know your face and your name. Runners attract a lot of attention. If someone recognizes you and tips off May, this whole thing is shot. You, on the other hand, are just a deputy. It's pretty unlikely that a lot of people know you.
You don't have to do this. We'll find another way to get to Marco. All right. It's your call to make. If it's really as simple as asking May Divine for a meeting with Marco, then I guess that's all you need to do. We'll wait here for you. Try not to die. Will you?
I'm here, my love.
You're really going to take on the mile, huh?
Please be careful out there.
How are you, dear?
What's up with my mind?
Go on.
It's this whole running thing.
You wouldn't last a minute in the Red Mile.
Of
course, I probably wouldn't either.
Sorry, friend. I don't do.
Exploitative.
That is true. But Mr. Graziani values his privacy. What is your business with him? Exactly. It's no small favor that you're asking. But yes, I can arrange such a meeting. It's been too long since we've had proper entertainment. If you're willing to provide it, I'll give you Marco. Are you prepared to run the Red Mile? Oh, I'm afraid this is the only thing that I want from you. At least for now. I give you my word, which is something I never do lightly. Once you've begun, I'll collect bets from our patrons who will place wagers on your survival. I'm afraid not. But I'm sure your confidence will inspire our patrons to place substantial wagers on your survival. That's what every runner says.
Mission or not, I can't even imagine why you'd take part in such an uncivilized activity. There's always a better way.
Now that we're clear on what's expected of you, are you ready to begin? Good. Come with me and I'll introduce you.
What's happening, darling?
There's something that's been troubling
Okay.
me. These eclectic
Hello.
mercenaries. They keep demanding free drinks.
If you're looking to register, you'll need to speak to Ms. Klein. People betting over other people's very survival. Absolutely revolting.
Attention, please. Valued patrons and honored guests. For one brave soul, the hour of fame is at hand. Yes, a runner has come to test the Red Mile. Now is your chance to get a good look at our fearless challenger as you contemplate your wagers. Do you see the fire in those eyes? What is that if not steely determination? I think you'll agree that we're in for quite a show. The rules are simple. Go through the door and take the elevator down to where the mile begins. Activate the beacon at the base of the tower you'll see in the distance. Once you've done so, return here alive and your run will be complete. Go now, runner, and see if you can survive the mile!
Here's to going out in a blaze of glory.
Testing yourself against the mile.
You know, you're crazy.
I hope you know what you're doing, because I'm told that running the Red Mile is nearly impossible. Please don't tell me you're seriously considering making an attempt. Hey, there'll be plenty of time to shoot you later.
yourself a Red Mile runner, just speak to me. Congratulations, runner. You have succeeded where most have failed. In fact, you seem none the worse for wear. Indeed you have, and in most impressive fashion. As promised, I'll set up your meeting with Marco. I'll dispatch a courier to let him know you're coming. Please take a moment to relax and enjoy our hospitality. I'll return shortly. How are you, dear?
Here to bask in my glory,
Nothing quite like the excitement of a run.
Wants to enjoy their life.
I took this job so I could be here to see all the runners in person. Of course, most of them
You made it.
I see only once.
You must be tougher than you look.
You're back. Are you okay?
Successful runners like Mistress have earned considerable fame through their achievements.
Really? Either the Red Mile's reputation is exaggerated or you're just that good. Anyway, I'm relieved you made it through okay.
Why? Afraid you'd lose all that work you put into your smuggling investigation?
I wouldn't expect you to understand. All you see in people is what you can get from them. I'm glad, because that was an incredibly brave thing you did. And we need rangers with that kind of courage. Also, I owe you an apology. I was pretty awful to you at first. I'm sorry about that. You're right. Let's focus on the job. Once you're on your way, I'll return to the Rock and let the Marshal know what's going on. Come home safe, Deputy. That's an order.
You always were the soft one, little sister.
Oh, go to hell. Or at least make yourself useful and get us some drinks.
Time for me to keep my promise, runner? You can find Marco on Kodos aboard his ship. I'd advise you not to keep him waiting. He is not exactly patient. Only that someone wanted a meeting. Don't expect to catch him unprepared. He keeps a sizable force of mercenaries aboard his ship as bodyguards. He's intelligent, well-connected, and utterly ruthless. He's also a man of taste who appreciates the finer things. You'll find out soon enough what I mean. Good. Travel safely, runner. Should you ever crave the challenge of the mile again, it will be here, waiting for you.
Good day, Captain.
I'll head to my crew position.
Yes?
Dust off. Aim point reached. Orbital. Landing struts primed. Retros firing.
It's always a good day when we get to chat.
Keep an eye out for hostile life forms.
How can I be of service, Captain?
Well, one thing's certain. Graziani certainly isn't afraid to flaunt his wealth.
This music is gonna put me to sleep.
My word. Some of these pieces on display are incredible. They belong in a museum.
Welcome. May's message didn't exactly make it clear why you wanted to meet with me. If you're looking for work, my organization is always in need of pilots and security personnel, willing to take risks. You've heard of the First, I take it. I'm not just a member, I also help to fund the outfit through a network of independent traders. Of course, illicit goods are the most lucrative, so there is a constant need for skilled pilots. Ah, I see. You did well to find me. I'm not an easy man to locate. Though I suppose we haven't exactly been keeping a low profile lately. Given the nature of the contract, a degree of exposure was always a risk, but a calculated one. To be honest, I think the Major is all but spoiling for a confrontation with the Rangers. Still, I confess, I'm a little disappointed that the Marshal sent a deputy instead of a full-fledged Ranger.
I'm willing to bet this deputy can handle whatever you intend to throw in our path.
And who might you be?
Sarah. Sarah Morgan.
It's a pleasure to welcome you aboard, Sarah. It's clear you are a woman of refinement as well as beauty.
How about we skip the compliments and move things along, shall we?
Your deputy friend here could have a bright future. Assuming we all keep our heads. To settle accounts. Major Hall served with distinction during the Colony War. But the leaders of the Free Star Collective, they turned on him. In his eyes, the Rangers are enforcers for a corrupt Council of Governors. That makes you his enemy. As for me, I didn't see any profit in nursing that grudge. I prefer to focus on the future. That's right. Major Hull spent 20 years in lockup nursing a grudge against the Free Star Collective. We all did. A lot of good men and women died for nothing because of those cowards you work for. You've chosen your side, and I've chosen mine. I'm not sure you are grasping the situation here, Deputy. You are on my ship, outnumbered by my guards, who'll kill you without hesitation. I'm a businessman. If you expect me to cooperate, I'm going to want something in return. I won't tell you everything. I do still have some loyalty to my unit. However, I can point you in the right direction. In exchange, I want the Rangers to let me operate with a free hand. I have a better idea. Instead, I tell you something you don't want to know. But you should. The Council of Governors is a group of greedy and corrupt liars who are using you and the other Rangers to protect their own interests. Do you really think they give a damn about the people of the Free Star Collective? Oh, I've already made it.
Bad luck for you! This one's down.
Might as well take what we can.
to you, Captain.
What is it?
Lifting off now. Orbital pattern locked in.
This is Faraday's budget tours. I have a request from people on the ship to talk with an actual ship captain. I'd appreciate it if you have the time. But if you don't, that is really alright. You look busy. Just refuse the hail. Well, surprise you returned a hail. Can I ask the first question? I'm still talking with the captain. Cindy will organize everyone into a queue. Are you sure you're up for this? This is a really fun crowd. So, helpful. All right. Who's up? First question. Is being a ship captain non-stop thrills and excitement like living in that movie Return of the Interceptor? Man, that sounds so glamorous. I am sure the captain is really busy and may not have time for all your questions. If you can afford your very own ship, you must be super well off. You single? Oh, dear Lord. Articulate and wealthy. Intriguing. Last question. Space is a lawless mess. If you could make the damn politicians fix one thing about it, what'd it be? Someone's gotta answer. Thank you, Captain, for the, welcome break. I got a question. Is it true captains have someone in every port? You know, a special someone? For l'amour? Or You don't have to answer that.
Yes. What an interesting question. Go on, tell us, Captain.
Oh, come on. You have to have some... That's all. Everyone settle back in your seats. Cut the intercom? You have the patience of a saint. This tour group is very energetic. Here's some credits for giving them such an authentic experience. This is your captain speaking. We're about to head to our next destination. Remember, we'll be in Neon in 5 days, so don't spend all your money yet. Astral Lounge, here I come!